What's going on, dudes?
Back at it again. It's your boy Chan.
It's your boy Eek.
Dang, man. Once again, bro. There's a lot of things going on, man. And you know what Atlanta Falcon fans are right now? That's all they have right now. Nothing but delusions over there, man.
Well, at least they got Calvin Ridley.
That's all they got, man.
But before, hey, you know what? Let's get into it.
We're going to ATL?
Yeah, since you already started with ATL, let's get into it.
Dang it, Chocolate City, man. I'm telling you, man. Oh, Canada needs a team.
ATL. This is the second time you guys blown a lead this late, and you guys had over 99% of it for sure to win.
Mm-hmm.
Statistically. What the fuck happened?
You know what happened to them?
What happened?
No. No. He wasn't ready.
That's what happened to them.
They definitely weren't ready for that. Whatever happened, man, because holy shit. What is it? Chicago over there now started having trouble, and they said, fuck it, it's time to bench people. And
oh, yeah, dude. Trubisky, after the first quarter was over.
Bye, Trubisky.
After the first quarter was over.
Bye-bye.
Have a wonderful time.
Have a wonderful time. Bye-bye.
After Trubisky, the first quarter, his whole O-line gave up on him. You could physically see that the O-line no longer wanted to play for him. Mm-hmm. And then you know what did it was that what was that final pick that the Chicago defense got for them, and what did Trubisky end up doing? Drop the dang goose egg, man. I mean, he had a couple. You know, once again, we can't sit on little tiny plays. You know, you can't. So I think it was a great call from the coach for putting in Nick Foles, man.
This was a long time coming. This should have been already done a long time ago.
Man, we were preaching for week one. Remember we were talking about it?
You were talking more about it that, you know, it was more than Nick Foles' time. Because, hey, it is what it is now. Hey.
Yeah, dude. And you saw Miller shine. You saw nobody talks about this guy, but Patterson. He was the one that returned
Cordell Patterson.
Yeah, he returned a field goal kick. He's a speedster, man.
Of course.
He's definitely a third wide receiver.
He's a stud.
Dude, and if you know the game, you could see how players love it. Even Allen Robinson
finally came out.
Loving it, bro. There was and I think the receivers dropped a lot of balls for Nick Foles, but because they never received such perfect throws from behind, in front of them, they were just kind of like, we're so used to the ball being 10 yards away from us.
That's when you get when you're playing with what is it? Chicken
salad, man.
Yeah, chicken salad. They made chicken salad.
They made chicken salad over there when and like I said, they were very sloppy in the third quarter when Nick got in. But once again, that just shows that they have no chemistry. And then towards the fourth quarter, once again, we all know Atlanta likes to blow those leads.
Yeah.
So
15, 16, and what was it? 20.
It was
28 to 25 point lead.
Yeah. It was a big deficit, man. Nick Foles just came in and executed, and he won the job. And
well, as they said it going through the full season. Nick Foles' job.
Yeah, I think it's time now. If I'm the Cleveland Browns, I'm trying to make a phone call for Matt Ryan, because we'll go over to Cleveland next, man. And
let's finish off first.
But we'll finish over here.
Yeah, let's finish.
And notable guy that I think is probably going to start shining soon, and you gave him a lot of ish, but I think Montgomery, man.
Man, I'm still not sold on him.
I'm not sold on him neither, but he came to life towards the end. He wasn't giving up any yards, man. He went forward. And you want to know who's a guy that people should be definitely having on their fantasy football radar?
Who's that?
Jimmy Graham.
Who?
Yeah, exactly.
Who? He's still alive?
He's still alive, man.
What the hell?
2 touchdowns, bro. End zone. Oh,
what
yeah,
the hell?
man.
He's actually being used right?
Yeah, he's being used right, man. Hey, Trubisky didn't know how to utilize his tight end, but Saint Nick, we all know what happened over there in Philly. Who was his favorite target? That's all I'm saying. Yeah. And Todd Gurley had kind of a little bit of shine on him.
Man,
a little bit, just a tiny.
I'm not sold. Todd Gurley, it's time for you to hang him up. That knee's gonna kill you sooner or later. Right now, it's time for you to hang it up. What did we talk about in one of the previous podcasts and all that? This was basically the last hurrah for Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, and
it's time to blow it up, man. It really is, man. It's time
to blow it up.
It's time to trade Matt Ryan. Like I said, the 2 teams that need a quarterback right now is the Cleveland Browns, because Baker's not getting it done, even though they beat a Washington team, and Washington, they need a quarterback.
Well, We'll get to Washington once we get there.
We'll get to that
But yeah,
quickly.
to finish up with ATL right there, seriously, I'm still trying to figure out exactly what happened for them to just implode every which way possible. It's you guys get a serious lead, and then what is it? You guys forget about it?
Oh yeah, and what's piss poor about Quinn in doing his job, he doesn't get his stud tight end involved. Hurst over there, man. Only 1 reception, 1 yard, 1 touchdown. I mean, this guy has to get more involved in the game, man.
And sorry, but it's time for Dan Quinn to go too.
Oh, dude, he should have been gone the next day, man.
It's time to clean house complete over there.
Oh yeah.
The only thing that I will say, the only saving grace right there in Atlanta is Calvin Ridley. We spoke about it right away. Mm-hmm. I didn't think it was going to be this fast that he was.
But it was without a Jones, a Jones, man, without a Jones and without a running game.
Yeah. So it really surprised me that he developed this fast and now overtook the number 1 spot. So Julio Jones, time to trade him. Get something out of him. Try to trade him as high as possible as you can out of that. Yeah. Matt Ryan, yes, you can trade him right now, but what's the point of trading him out beginning of the season or mid-season?
It's worth a bite.
It all depends on what team, like you said, Cleveland, Washington, and who else needs another quarterback.
Yeah.
But who can offer the best deal at the table?
Carolina needs a quarterback. We'll talk about Bridgewater too. I'm not Bridgewater disappointed me this weekend.
Like I said, who can offer the best at the table? Once you get there at that table and figure out exactly what you want in return, then hey, talk a little bit. See how that goes.
Yeah, just keep a lookout next week for Nick Foles to see how he really does with his team, and then also give a look at Jimmy Graham. If you have room in your bench and you really don't have a solid number 2 tight end, hey, there's no risk in picking him up. He's a red zone threat for over there in Chai. That's all I'm saying, folks.
We'll see how that goes.
Now, moving on to Washington.
Bye, Dan Quinn.
Washington, man. Washington versus Cleveland. Baker Mayfield is lucky that Chase Young was out with a groin. Man, dude, Haskins, bro. Haskins, he cannot read the field, man. He cannot read it. He throws into zone. How do you, dude? If you see the defense giving you zone coverage, do you throw into a linebacker zone?
Why would you do all that?
That's where he threw all his picks. Was dead in the middle, and it was like I couldn't explain it, man. It was like a little kid playing Madden, and he just threw dead in the center. It didn't make any sense for me. He showed flashes, but. Like, once again, Trubisky showed flashes.
It sort of reminds me of what Rich Gannon was doing when he was playing in the Super Bowl against Tampa Bay. Sorry, man. Didn't want to bring up old memories for the Raider fans, but, Yeah.
The Raider fans, man, we got to get to them, too.
Yeah, we'll get there.
They lost to, as your favorite word, there's a plethora of running backs. Jeez, bro. No wide receiver, no nothing.
Let's finish. Let's get.
But, yeah, once again, Haskins, he doesn't know how to do his checkdowns, man. That's the one thing. Like Burrow, I'm starting to get more sold on Burrow the more I watch the league around me.
Burrow is gonna be a star.
And another wide receiver.
I'm really surprised.
Yeah, there's another receiver that's making me a believer. It's a Burrow and Boyd chemistry going on over there. BB. So let's see what else I got over here. Yeah, man, Chubb is the whole Cleveland offense, man. At the end of the day, now that I looked at it. Dude, they're not utilizing Hooper. They're not utilizing Jarvis Landry. The only person that I see on that field and getting the balls is who? OBJ. And OBJ is not beating all his routes, man.
No, he's not.
He's not beating them all.
They're gonna start double coverage in him and forcing you start, throwing at a Jarvis Landry and throwing a Hooper. My personal opinion, you guys overpaid on Hooper. He's nothing. You guys had Njoku, but it's sad to say that he got hurt. So, I mean, hey, you guys got a decent number 2, but everybody knows that you guys are going to run the ball with Nick Chubbs all day, every day, and twice on Sunday.
Yeah.
If you guys need a speedster, you guys got Kareem Hunt right there because you got Nick Chubb to plow through everybody, wear that defense down. And that's exactly what's going to happen everywhere. Does not matter what team it is.
Mm-hmm. They shouldn't have gotten Hooper. I think Hooper also made a mistake going there.
He definitely
because
did.
He's more of the passer tight end. Like I need the rock on me. You saw what he did in Atlanta,
and that's one of the reasons why I look at Hurst now.
Hurst,
yeah, he can actually pop off because
he decided to, be in a proper position. So Hooper, I mean, he has a contract for like 2-3 years right now. So you're gonna live with that sin. And this is what delusions. That's literally because I had Hoop very high, but once again, I did say that it would be up to Baker Mayfield to utilize them, and now we're seeing that Baker Mayfield can't even read the field either.
It's when you see those extra zeros on that paycheck is when people start becoming a believer and all that. But hey, who knows what
Yeah, I mean, and the schedule isn't getting any easier for Cleveland. So now we're heading over to our running back committee. It was Las Vegas versus the New England Patriots, man. Dang. That performance against the New Orleans Saints, man, went out the window like.
Go ahead.
No. No. He wasn't ready.
That's what happened to them, man. 3 fumbles, 1 from Josh and 2 from Carr, man.
I was a little disappointed in how Newton played a little bit. I was expecting him to, come out and ball because his past couple games he was over here balling and whatnot. And what'd he do? I mean, they got the job done. But I mean, these are the things that people were expecting you to start doing.
Mm-hmm.
And then to me, the Raiders, that should be a team for you to beat.
Oh, yeah.
Easily.
Yeah, their linemen couldn't even get past anything, man.
Everybody's saying that the Raiders defense is starting to step up, that the silver and black are ready to come back alive. No, they ain't.
Yeah, like I said, I think they made a mistake on drafting Ruggs. I kept saying that they needed to draft a linebacker, but obviously Gruden wanted to be a little bit prideful and still build up that offense.
Well, it goes to show that I think me and you, we were talking about the top 3 wide receivers that went off the board. We weren't really that great on in the back. The back 3 end were the main ones that we actually liked a lot more.
Oh, yeah.
And look what ended up happening.
Yeah, if anything, what's his name? Jerry Jeudy is number 3. From all the rookie wide receivers that were taken in the first round, I think he's number 3 now.
But going on what Ruggs has been doing over there, like, hey,
and he's been hurt. What
are you guys getting out of that?
And then another guy for your fantasy football team that you should look into is what's this guy's name? Renfro. Hunter Renfro.
Hunter Renfro,
dude. But I tell you, he has a potential of being a little Wes Welker, man.
I have a couple Raider fans that are my boys and all that, and they've been screaming about Hunter Renfro for quite some time. So they're already expecting this out of him. And yeah, he likes going down the middle and all that. He reminds me a lot of Cole Beasley. He really does.
We'll talk about Cole Beasley.
House.
Oh, I love Cole Beasley. I was upset when you guys let him go.
I know. I
wasn't even upset, bro. I was pissed. I was like, why didn't you just pay
furious.
him, man?
I was furious. They should have kept Hot Sauce over there. But hey, with no Hot Sauce, that's where they were saying, hey, let's go get CeeDee Lamb. And
yeah. And then so that's one guy for your teams to look at, because I'm pretty sure not a lot of people have him on the radar, especially if Ruggs isn't producing what he's supposed to. He's going to be the number 1 wide receiver pretty soon. But I think he would still play from the slot.
Now, on the other side of the rock, though, for New England, everybody now all of a sudden now is going to start putting some respect on Rex Burkhead's name.
Oh.
Put some motherfucking respect on that name.
Bro, that man is one slippery son of a gun. Let me tell you what. Mm-hmm. This is what I thought when I saw him. My bad. Let me do it one more time.
Alrighty then.
That's what I thought to myself, because all of a sudden, Burkhead, you want to come out, man. Where the heck were you at?
Where was you at?
Yeah, where was you at last couple games, man? But once again, I wouldn't jump the gun yet. I would stash him, but obviously because we have Sony Michel that racked up over 100 yards, then you have Cam Newton, and then there was another cat over there. I forgot his name.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah,
Jonathan or Taylor. No, it wasn't. His last name is Taylor or Jonathan.
Let's find it right now.
But that was one of the guys. And New England, I think they got it right with Winovich, man. Their white boy over there with the pass rusher.
J.J. Taylor.
Yeah, bro. He was J.J. Taylor. There you go. He's another running back that kind of stood out. He's a little bulky guy. But New England, they have their running back committee pretty solid over there. They just need to find a wide receiver now, man. Because Edelman...
To me, they have one. He's a deep sleeper, but they're not going to use him right.
Was it Winfrey?
N'Keal Harry.
Oh, yeah, Harry. Yeah.
He's sneaky, scary good, dude.
Yeah.
But they're not going to use him with the way that Cam Newton plays more of, let me run the ball and, save the day type of offense. You need somebody that's going to explore the field, and Cam Newton won't do that.
Yeah, he kind of caught my eye. He was a little candy, a little couple of out routes, comebacks. He kind of had the Raiders on their heels, man. Mm-hmm. But once again, if something's working for Belichick, we all know what he's going to do. He's going to come in. Belichick's not the type of person to be like, okay, we got a wide receiver, let's feed him the rock. No, he's the type of coach that's like, what's working? Our run is working?
Yep.
All right.
Whatever the hot hand is, let's run.
All right, man. And then once again, Raiders, they gotta shake this off, man.
Yeah.
It was a horrible loss.
Prove that New Orleans victory was actually, legit.
Mm-hmm. Because from what it's looking like, it's kind of it was a trap game for New Orleans because they actually they took it to Green Bay. So now moving on to a quick game, La Familia and the Giants.
How many more players you guys gonna lose over there in San Fran?
Oh man, dude, Jordan, it's time to cut. It's time to cut it, man.
Bye, Jordan Reed.
Your career. I mean, yeah,
it's time.
You were gonna be somebody, but your legs are just giving out on you, man.
They're just giving out on you, and it sucks to say that because, in my opinion, your best years were over there in Washington, and I hated seeing you over there in Washington. I hated everything about you because you were over there with Washington. But you now, I've always had the respect of, you can always pop off at any given moment's notice, and you could. Look, you were like literally the number 2 to Kittle. Mm-hmm. And look how you're producing. You're producing exactly what Kittle would be doing. Exactly what Kittle be doing. So for you to have that kind of, have that game, hey, we know, people know that you can ball out. But it's a damn shame that you can't shake off that injury bug.
Can't, man. It has to be something with his mechanics, man.
It's more out of concern for your health that it'd be probably wise for you to hang him up. Me as a fan would love to see you play. But somebody that's looking out more for your health, I would hope you would hang him up because it's just too much, dude. It's too much. It's not worth it.
It's not, man. And now one of the highlights though of that game was what I consider the number 2 wide receiver taken, like the best one, rookie.
Oh, we're gonna talk about my boy.
We're gonna talk about Ayuk. Brandon Ayuk, man. This guy was all over the field. He ran for plays. He caught his receptions. What do you have? He had 3 carries for 31 yards and a touchdown.
5 receptions for 70 yards on top of that.
Uh-huh. Yep, and his longest one was 20 yards, man. Now, they were playing the Giants, but also give that the Giants were playing a very depleted 49ers team. You lose Jordan Reed, your backup running back. What was his name?
Mostert. You had Tevin Coleman out. You have
Coleman's out.
No Jimmy Garoppolo. No Kittle,
and he still did.
No Debo.
Now here's
nobody from your defense.
Nobody. Now, here's the thing that I'm slightly concerned about is Jimmy G coming back. He's not going to give Ayuk the ball, man. Jimmy G is side by side with Jared Goff. They both have this bad habit of playing.
Oh, I'm going to get into you, Goff, right now.
Oh,
don't worry. I'm gonna lay the smackdown into you.
So I hope when Jimmy G comes back, this is one habit that I hate from coaches that keep wanting to keep running this kind of offense is from under center. Because once the quarterback goes onto the gun formation, shotgun, anything of that caliber, they suck, bro. They can't read the field. They need that little extra point second bootleg play for them to get someone wide open.
Yeah, that's where your pass option comes from. And but see, you got to have a legit running game. And now with McKinnon there, I don't know how legit it is. I mean, granted, it was the Giants and he did all right,
Yeah.
But, someone hit him in the knees and that's going to be a wrap for him again.
Yeah. I think McKinnon is a very good number 2 behind Mostert. So when Mostert comes back, let's see.
Yeah.
Because they have nobody else at that running back position, bro.
Yeah. That's what I said. Well, that Kid Wilson is also all right. But, I mean,
They need Moser. That's what I'm gonna say. They need him to come back.
Yeah.
But I think that's all I could say. The Giants, man. Danny Dimes is
Danny Ducks.
Danny Ducks, man. He is.
Thank you, New York, for wasting the number 1 pick on him.
And you want to know what's
A first round pick. I'm sorry about that.
You know what? I don't even blame Saquon Barkley, man. I blame Danny Dimes.
That's a damn shame too about Barkley.
Because the reason why I say that is because if your quarterback is not opening up those passing lanes or keeping the defense honest, man, what are they going to do? They're going to stack the box. So, the Giants, man, top 3 pick. I'm calling it right now.
They're going to be 2 New York teams are going to be top 3 picks, but we'll get to that one.
Yeah. Now, to wrap up this first one of the first 3 segments, we're heading over to Cincinnati against the Philadelphia Eagles. Man, after what I saw this game, man, Joe Burrow, he's going to need some help soon because his confidence is still there, man, and he's balling out.
I wish they get a better line for him.
And a better line. Yeah, that is
way better line.
Yeah, man. Burrow, dude, he hung in there, man. He actually did better than Carson Wentz. And Carson Wentz has a lot more. Do they have Howard still?
Jordan.
They had Howard. They had Deshaun. Nope. They had Ertz. And
no, Howard's in.
Oh no, they got a couple running backs. Oh, Miles Sanders. That's the one. Miles Sanders is the one I'm talking about. Man, check out these stats. All right, look, I want you guys to hear this out. And then you make a decision for yourself quickly.
Let's hear them.
31 completions out of 44 attempts. 312 yards, average 7.1, 2 touchdowns, no interception, 8 sacks. Now wait. Let me talk about the other quarterback. The other quarterback, 29 completions, 47 attempts, 4.8 average, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions. Who would you think is the rookie here? Number 1 or number 2?
I would think number 2 would have been the rookie, but
no. Number 1 was Joe Burrow.
But see, either. Well, first you said the name. Second of all, we've been saying this already since the beginning of the season. We already knew that Wentz was going to be getting killed the whole season because he has no line.
No line.
His whole line already is done.
IR, they're done.
Joe Burrow, they're
gonna kill the kid soon.
They're gonna kill that kid real soon.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I hope he gets the help that he deserves soon, and whether they pick up a wide receiver, trade AJ Brown, get somebody else. I mean, I don't know.
Green.
AJ Green, my bad. AJ Green. They just have to help the kid. I mean, obviously we have a lot of people that are still high on Joe Mixon. You
know what? Mixon will have his games from time to time.
Yeah.
Last week, I think he's more, he'd rather wear down the defense for him.
Yeah.
Because it keeps the defense a little bit more honest, like we've been talking about.
I think Joe Mixon they need to play the game for him in the sense of a power. But they don't.
And they need a better line to actually help them open up more holes.
They need a fullback. They need a fullback. They need blocking tight ends. I mean, even with that, I think you could do it just because Joe Mixon is a pretty tall dude, and that's one of the reasons why a video that was shown to us is the reason why he's able to shake off a couple guys. He's huge, man. But they need to utilize him the way he needs to be utilized. He's a great pass catcher, too.
Yeah, he is. They're taking care of... Well, the only person that's taking care of Burrow over there is Boyd.
Tyler freaking Boyd, man. This guy, if you don't have him... I know a couple of people picked him up. They already snagged him up.
I have him as one of my keepers in one of my leagues.
Yeah. Dude, 10 receptions, 125 yards. No touchdowns, though. But still.
Who has him over here in our...
Does anybody have him? Who knows?
Tyler Boyd, right over here. The lone wolf.
The lone wolf. Oh, that's a good pick, man. And your boy Giovanni Bernard, man. He actually got 3 receptions, 55 yards.
Oh, what? He's actually showing up?
Yeah, man.
He decided to play football this season?
He decided to play football. Another guy that I would look into as well, I mean, this may be a fluke game or whatever, but this is what I'm saying. Keep a lookout for him, is T. Higgins, man. Red zone threat. 2 touchdowns in the red zone. You love your 6 points quickly. Not only that, but he got 5 receptions and 40 yards, man. Hey, so not bad, man. That's a good, 18, 17 points for you?
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. Tyler Boyd wasn't getting targeted. T. Higgins was the one that Burrow was looking for when it came down to the 10 to 5 yard line.
And you know me. I love getting my 6 points. I need to get my 6 points. So if you're paying me, best believe I got my eye on you.
Oh yeah, man. And then once again, we go over to Philly. I don't even think the rookie has done anything, man. I mean,
Jalen Rager. Who?
yeah, he's not. He didn't even play.
He's hurt.
There you go. That's not a wide receiver that we said they should have taken.
My shoulder hurts.
Exactly. The two top wide receivers for all of Philadelphia was Greg Ward, which impressed me. He had a couple of flashy plays, man. Let me tell you that much.
This is our time for him to shine because
it is. This is another guy you should keep an eye on. I wouldn't pick him up yet because this is one game. Then this was against Cincinnati, so I'm not completely sold on him yet. But he had flashes of like shimmy. You know, he's a little shimmy guy. Mm-hmm. And then Zach Ertz, he's gonna get a lot of love, and especially after.
Hell yeah! Now after Dallas Goddard, bye.
Dallas Goddard got hurt.
IR. Bye.
Another injury prone guy, man.
Bye. IR.
He went to the IR.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
there you go. Ertz is gonna get all the love.
Ertz is gonna get some love.
Dang, Ertz has some words. He was probably praying. He was like, I need the ball for myself.
And lo and behold, look at him.
Yeah,
he's about to get the rock now.
To be honest, man, if Carson Wentz doesn't turn this around, man, the fact that you couldn't beat Cincinnati and Baker Mayfield beat Cincinnati. Hey, and before we go on our break, another quick thing. This is why also we don't pay Myles Garrett. He couldn't get pressure on Cincy, but for some reason Philadelphia sacked Joe Burrow 8 times.
Who?
That's what I'm saying, man. So
I'm sorry. How many times did they sack Joe?
8 times.
They put it to him.
They put it to him 8 times, bro. And he still managed to get off those points.
You're gonna have to coin that saying, dude, because I know a couple people hit me up and tell me they loved how you said it.
What's that?
They didn't bend them over. They
bend them over sideways. All right, dudes, we're gonna take a quick break.
Yeah, definitely. It's fucking hot. So let's get into let's play the AC, man.
All right, brothers.
All right, we'll be back.
Interview. Dudes,
what up, dudes? We're back.
All right, man. We had to take a quick break, take a quick breather. We all know how sunny California can be to us, even when it's almost fall.
Especially right about now, it's still freaking hot for some strange apparent reason. But hey, whatever it is, what it is, right?
Yeah. All right, so let's head on over to what was primetime football on Thursday night.
Oh, we're gonna go there, huh?
That's what I like. Fitz Magic did his thing.
Fitz Magic did his thing.
Sorry, I had to adjust my mic. Yep. Dude, their running back over there, Gaskins.
I picked him up. I had him on the bench just to be on the safe side that, you know.
Yeah.
Because over there, Jordan Howard now right there is their their goal line back because Gaskin can't do it over there.
Dude, Gaskin can't do it because they're not running plays that are meant for him, man. They keep trying to put him in the middle. It's like line him up on the outside.
They won't do that. Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, line up on the outside and run a stretch, man. You don't have to necessarily make the man die for it. But Gaskins, dude, he is lethal when it comes to that passing from the backfield, man. You've seen him when he gets in the open. Little dude, but dang, bro. His potential and what I see from him is an Austin Eckler.
Damn, you're giving him high praise. It was against the Jaguars, bro.
No, Austin Eckler in the sense of what he can become, because we also know that Eckler doesn't play in the end zone. Mm-mm. They give it over there to the rookie.
Yep.
So that's what I see from him in the sense of what he can be for Miami.
But if you guys saw Gaskins out there and you picked him up, hey, good for you guys right there on that one.
Oh, yeah, dude. And then, dude, Fitz Magic, man. Ooh. This man is a veteran in and out. And
that's a journeyman.
Want to play that one for me?
Oh, fucking tremendous,
dude. You know what? I think a lot of rookies or year 2, year 3 starting quarterbacks should take a closer look at the tape of Fitzmagic, man. Because once again, with Haskins and all these guys like Baker Mayfield, whenever they play, they look to where they're going to throw. Jared Goff, too. He's in year 4, year 5, and he's still looking at where he's going to throw without
garbage, Jared Goff.
Without even, tricking.
Basura.
tricking the linebackers. Dude, in one of the touchdowns, Fitzpatrick, he was looking at the linebacker, but then he turned his head right away quickly and threw and anticipated a throw to the end zone to Parker, I believe. And that is a veteran play, which I feel like all quarterbacks that come out of college should do.
And for that, he gets a...
Oh, fucking tremendous.
Yeah, dude. People should really... Tua has a great mentor.
He does.
He has an amazing, amazing mentor over there. And Miami, you guys should continue to, hold on to Fitzmagic as long as you guys can.
For as long as you guys can, yeah. Definitely would. Maybe even, once he's all said and done, just keep him right there to just mentor your guys' little your quarterbacks right there because, hey, he can definitely do something right there. Now, I'm going to jump over to the other side of the rock with Minshew. I was very disappointed with him. And maybe more because of the fact he didn't have Chark over there. But still, like, yo, dude, like, we were hyping you up. We hyped up the train really, we were ready to rock and roll with you. And then you pull this kind of shenanigans on us. Mm-hmm. I thought you were ready to rock, especially against Miami D. In my opinion, I thought you were going to keep up with Fitzmagic.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to blame Minshew a lot, because if you watch the game, bro, his receivers did him no justice either. They dropped so many balls, like right here. Chris Conley, 8 targets and only 3 receptions. That's, so I'm not going to blame Minshew entirely because, once again, we are talking about Jacksonville that just got rid of Fournette. They got rid of everybody.
Garbage.
Everybody on that team. You could keep saying that.
Garbage.
Wait until week 8. And then the one guy that took out for me was, I believe his name is pronounced Laviska.
Oh, him. Yeah.
Laviska, he is someone to look out for as well when it comes to your fantasy football teams.
He might be a deep sleeper stash.
Dude, he got 6 targets and 5 receptions. He hauled them all in, bro. He is going to be the number 2 once Chark comes back. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you this right now, man. That guy, he was the only one that stood out to me besides the running back there. What was his name? Was it
Robinson?
Yeah, the rookie running back.
Robinson, yeah.
Number 30. Dude, that guy too. If you picked him up, I've seen some people that picked him up. He's going to rack you up some points, man.
Well, it depends on what defense you're playing against.
It depends.
But then again, you never know. Certain defenses that, we weren't expecting, certain players to go off, and they do. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Yeah, so James Robinson, correct. And then that brings you back to, once again, Miami, man. Their defense, they could cover the pass, but their run defense is in danger, man. Miami they were just getting obliterated when it came down to trying to stop the run. And because if you look at Miami's team, man, there's no one that's really big out there. Like, in a sense of there's no one bulky, there's no brute. They're all kind of lightweights, man.
No Sue?
No, nothing, man. They're just all lightweights over there.
Garbage.
I mean, speed kills on the offense side, but on the defense side, man, they need something over there, bro. So, yeah, like I said, to be honest, the people that lost the game for Jacksonville was their defense, also because, dude, they were undisciplined, man. They gave up on so many plays. I believe when they thought that one of the first plays, they thought the receiver was downed, and that was the rookie that they drafted, and he just was like, all right, I guess that's
something that you never do. You never quit on a play, but hey.
You never quit on a play, man. And that's the one thing that, like I said, that's what lost them the game.
Garbage.
Yeah, man, that rookie that came out of the Gators.
Garbage,
man. He's not the real deal. He plays too scared, man. Mm-hmm. Very scared. He plays like it looked like he played like 10 yards away from the wide receiver. Bro, you're going to get killed from the underneath.
Yep.
So, Jacksonville on that defensive side, I don't know if you're going to bring in a DB coach to train him.
They're screaming for help over there.
Yeah, but that secondary unit, that first-round pick, not as impressive as other rookies that I've seen around the league.
You won't see Saxonville there for a while.
Minshew is the only thing that they have. Minshew and their receiving core is the only real thing that they got going on for them out there, man.
So we'll see how everything pans out for them.
So now we're going to head on over to, I believe they call it the SAP Stadium. Over with the Chargers in Carolina.
Man.
Yeah, man. Look, man, I keep saying this, and this guy is about to make me into a believer, man. the down tackle rookie, first round pick, Derek Brown. The down tackle over there for the Carolina Panthers, man. This guy is a run stuffer. He reminds me a little bit of, I believe his name was Dante Poe over at the Kansas City Chiefs when he stuffed the run a lot. Dude.
He's in Dallas now.
Well,
we'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that later. But Derek Brown, dude, when he was in the game, they did not run his side.
Why would you?
Dude, Eckler.
Have you seen Dontari Poe?
Yeah. No,
Have you seen him?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, this guy is fast.
This dude is both me and you combined.
Yeah, dude. So
Derek, he will eat you alive.
So if there's anybody out there who's you say you got one of your boys that's a Panther fan, right?
Yeah.
Derek Brown, man, he is one guy that I would cop his jersey, number 95.
I'm sure he would be happy to hear that one.
Yeah, man. And then another guy that it really impressed me, but he's out, I believe, for a couple games. Is his name is Dante Jackson. Mm-hmm. It's a cornerback over there, year 3. So he hasn't reached his peak yet, and he is he could be a slightly better version than primetime. What's his name? Josh Norman. There you go. I had to bring it for it.
I was about to say, don't even say prime time. I was about to say,
no, not prime time, but like his prime, you know,
in his prime.
In his prime, he's. I
was about to say, dude.
Yeah,
Woo, you about to bam. You about to get upside the head.
Nah, man, that's another corner that they should be happy about. They also have another safety out there. I forgot. I think what was his name? I forgot to write down his name, but their safety also. I think he's like 27 years old. Mm-hmm. They didn't want none of that. They didn't want none of that heat over there in Carolina. They weren't ready.
They weren't ready for the smoke.
Yeah,
they didn't want no smoke.
And then, like I said, Dante Jackson, if I'm correct, he actually kept Keenan Allen in check, or it was their rookie corner over there in Carolina. One of the two, because once I believe it was Jackson, because once Jackson left the field, Keenan had his way with the whole defense. So, and then, like I said, looking at Derek Brown, man, they double teamed the rookie a whole lot. How do you that's impressive, man. If you need a double team against a rookie, hey, that's telling you something, man. And now we'll go over to the offensive side, man. Teddy Bridgewater, bro. He is out of sync. Oh my goodness, man. Dude, there was one play that stood out. There was one play that stood out to me the most. It was his check down was open for 5 seconds, and he still kept looking down the field. And by the time he saw his check down, you know what happened to him?
This is why he gets hurt.
Safety came down, blew up his running back, and I was like, that's not good at all.
That's what happens. That's what happens.
So that's what I'm saying, man. If they could go for a Matt Ryan or something, man. They need something out there because Teddy, let's call it for what it is. He had his MVP season before he tragically tore. I believe it was his ACL.
Yeah. He's never been the same. There's no way he's coming back ever the same again. He even said it. Yeah. I thought he was going to retire after that. That's how serious it was.
He is going to be a great backup quarterback to have. That's what I'm going to say about him. He's a great backup quarterback to have, but he's not a starter, man.
Nope.
They need to find out something with him, and Davis actually bailed him out a lot, man.
Davis is a decent, addition.
Hey, I'm calling him Happy Feet. You saw his little shimmies that he was doing, right? Yeah, man. He's Happy Feet for me, man. Davis is a great backup to get.
He was quick to get scooped everywhere because once CMC went down, of course, everybody found out who Mike Davis was right away.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Okay. I did write down the name. Trey Boston. That's the safety. The safety that they didn't want to throw over because he was laying wood. And then, what do we say about this guy?
Okay.
DJ Moore.
Garbage,
man. I didn't even have him in my top 10.
Hold on. Please, I hope I see him up here in the top 3.
Is he? No, he's not. No, nobody took him that high. Yep, somebody took him. Beast Mode took him in round 5. Above McLaurin. Ugh.
But it's all right. Hey, Scary Terry's still on his squad, so I mean, he's still got.
He's decent.
But Sutton.
Yeah, I know.
But anyway,
that dude has a bad luck, Sutton.
Yeah.
But Moore, he only had 2 plays for 60 yards. But I mean, even then, it was all. Chris Harris Jr. is out of the game too.
Your boy.
And my boy, Ankle, he left the game, and I think that's when DJ Moore shined. But once again, if you're considered the number 1 wide receiver, and you had such high praise coming into the season, but this is what you've done.
I think he's been. I haven't heard anything. He's nowhere been anywhere near my radar.
Oh, so the commentators are quiet about it, huh? Crickets. That's all I hear now.
We don't have no.
Oh yeah, we got. That's all we hear. That's all I hear from Moore. I'm not impressed with him. I think he is a
definitely
bust.
not impressed.
I think he's a bust.
Not at all.
I think he's a bust.
Bye, Moore.
I don't know about you, but that's just what I see from
Or
him.
Curtis Samuels over him.
Yeah, and then Davis. Davis had his way actually because Melvin Ingram's on the IR too. So,
This season, for
Yeah,
reals,
dude.
with all the injuries and everything,
yeah, dude. Ingram,
is what it is.
Ingram is out. So once again, the team that held Patrick Mahomes and high to 20 points. Let's be honest, or 14 points, right? The kicker did the rest of the work. They only held him to 14 points. That defense,
we'll get to him.
That defense
We'll
is
get
not,
to that right
that
now. You're going to learn today.
Yeah. I mean, shoot, I wish Tom Brady was on that team too. He would have his way too.
Wait.
So, and then over there, Justin Herbert, man, that whole line was letting him get lit up. They were so
That's a
inconsistent.
damn shame, dude.
So
Because
inconsistent.
he looked like he was getting ready to be the truth.
Dude.
The way he played, the way that he balled out against KC,
Yeah. But
and then for them to pull this off,
but their own line, man, I don't know what's going on. Dude, I don't even know what's going on because they also accumulated the most penalties.
yeah.
So that's not going to help your rookie if you keep putting him in second and 15, third and 15 situations. How is that going to help him? But the fact that he still was able to get the rock to Eckler, to Keenan Allen, and it came down to one last play, that's still pretty impressive with a defense that I say that's an up and coming. I keep saying that, and I still keep believing it. Carolina is going to be scary in a couple years, man. But one thing also that I want teams, and we'll get over to Arizona right now, college coaches, please stop getting cute with your play calls, man. It does not work in the NFL.
Let them get cute. I want to see players get blown the fuck up, dude.
It's so annoying,
like
man.
that.
Because Carolina's head coach, they try to do like a jet sweep,
Let 'em do it.
hand back off. I'm like,
Let 'em
bro,
do it. Let 'em do it.
I'm like, why do you guys keep doing this
Let 'em
to
do
your
it.
players?
Let them do it.
And now moving on to Arizona, the man that people were hyped on, even you were hyped on. I don't know anymore.
Who?
Kyle Murray.
Do you see what he's doing with DeAndre Hopkins?
Let me remind you, what did Deshaun Watson do with Hopkins?
Exactly. Yeah, I know
Thank you very
that.
much. Thank you very much.
But hey,
Look,
what did we say that he was going
How
to
many-
he was going to help him step up the game?
how many picks did he throw?
How many?
He threw like 3-4 picks.
Who's it against?
It was against the Detroit Lions. Thank you very much. Look, man.
Oh, fucking tremendous.
And this was me. And this is a lot of fantasy owners.
Alrighty then.
That's for sure.
That's how they were.
But I mean, he got decent points in a couple of the leagues that I was in. And
Hey.
at the end of the day, it's what matters is the points.
But the only
I could have used those 20 points in one of my leagues. That's for damn sure.
the only two players that stood out in that offense was Kenny and Drake. And there was another guy. 3 guys that stood out was DeAndre Hopkins and Kirk has competition, man.
Oh, Isabella.
Isabella's coming into his own, man. So that's another guy you guys should definitely keep an eye out. It's looking like Murray's having kind of a chemistry over with Isabella.
Yep.
But that's one guy that's definitely a red zone target. You know, he's playing the slot. So those are the 3 guys that stood out to me. Fitzgerald, man, he was getting double teamed by the linebacker on the corner.
Why wouldn't they? He's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, man. And
But hey, as long as he gets double teamed, guess what? You really gonna let DeAndre Hopkins beat you?
well, actually, that's the funny thing. That's why Isabella got all open and Drake got open because if you watch the game, there was always a safety covering Hopkins, and then it was a linebacker because obviously Larry's not fast.
Yeah.
Let's call it for what it is. So they had a DB and then they had a linebacker on Larry, but they had a safety and a DB over on Hopkins,
And exactly, and they made him you pick and choose where you're gonna lose at.
and they decided to lose to. They almost won, but they were losing to Isabella and Kenny and Drake. So, and finally, they stopped using Kenny and Drake as a power back. They started using him as what he is. He's a pass catcher from the backfield, run the stretch. They finally learned. So
You
hopefully,
learned their lesson, huh?
yeah. So hopefully, they finally keep feeding him the rock in that sense, man.
It's a damn shame. Sort of reminds me of another team, but we'll get there once we get there.
Yeah, and then so once again, Kyle Murray had maybe this was just like one of those games. You know, he had an off game, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt for next week. But there was a lot of passes that he did not complete, man. Too high, too low, too far. I mean,
Hey, just like I said, it's one game. He's coming into his own. He's expecting more of other receivers because he has the luxury now of somebody like DeAndre Hopkins that will go and get those balls.
So
And he's expecting now what he's expecting out of D-Hops. He's expecting that type of caliber of wide receivers now.
And those are the bad habits that I keep saying that I don't like seeing from quarterbacks. They have to stop developing bad habits like that, man. Kind of like we see with over there with Tom Brady and Mike Evans. Mike Evans has the habit of having Mr. 30 for 30, you know? But Tom Brady, what does he expect you to do? Finish your route.
Yeah.
And that's where the ball is going to be. So the quarterback, he knows what he has to do. You know, he has the habit of expecting you to finish your route. Don't anticipate me throwing it earlier. No later. It's going to be there. So once again, Murray has to stop with these bad habits. You know, if you have to run the ball, man, run the ball. Because there was a lot of times where he could have ran it, but he did not run it, and I was disappointed.
Yes, sir.
I was like, run it, Murray. Why are you staying in the pocket? If it's not there, just take off, man. You're fast. You're speedy.
Get your yards.
And then moving on over to the Detroit side, man, these are one lucky son of a guns. I'll tell you what, bro. The only sunshine now that I see over there is their tight end, man.
What'd I say?
Hawkinson. Yep, you said it. He is a guy that's going to be a force to be reckoned with, even after they get rid of
Staph infection
over there, man. That's dude. And like I said, I don't know what Patricia's doing, but I think he's intentionally trying to just screw himself over, man.
Well, he's gonna go after this. There's no ands, if, or buts about it. It's time for him to go,
bro. Both wide receivers that we were high on, they're not getting no love. You know who's getting love? Adrian Peterson. I can't believe that day has come where Adrian Peterson is the whole offense, man. He had 22 carries, bro. Only 75 yards. He averaged 3.4. Can you believe that? I don't.
Damn shame.
I don't know.
Where's Kenny Galladay?
Dude, Kenny Galladay. Who else do they have there?
Kenny Galladay is basically their whole thing, but now also Hawkinson's also. Oh, let's go there one now. Let's go there one next.
Oh, you want?
But yeah, Hawkinson over there. We already knew he was getting ready to start coming out into his own, and in my opinion, he has a lot more to prove, and he can only get better.
Mm-hmm.
So any fantasy owners that have Hawkinson, ride him. He's gonna do big things.
Big things. And so, like I said, there's really no limelight for Detroit, man. They just got lucky with this win. They're not even using the first round pick, man. Swift is getting no love. He didn't even have a carry this game.
Thank God I traded him.
Jeez, bro. I can't believe they put him in the doghouse for real.
Huh?
So now we're moving on over back to the Sunny State. Oh, no, they didn't play in the Sunny State. They played in the Mafia.
Yeah.
In Mafia City.
Bills Mafia.
The Los Angeles Rams and the Buffalo Bills, man. Not much to say, man, but Josh Allen is top 5 quarterback right now.
Read me Jared Goff's stats real quick.
Jared Goff. All right. He had 23 completions out of 32 attempts, 321 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, and it does not say how many sacks he got.
We'll figure out how many sacks he got for real. Let's figure it
out. But I'm not giving Goff any credit because there is one man who's emerging.
Who?
Darrell Henderson. Dude, this is what happens when what was I already forgot his name. Akins. You see what happens? Cam Akers. You see what happens when you try to play dumb football?
Let him learn that. Let him play dumb football.
Second year, 3rd rounder, beat you. There's no job for you to come back to. Let's call it for what it is.
Oh, no job for him?
No job for him in my eyes. Bro, this guy, Henderson, 20 carries, 114 yards, and 1 touchdown.
Against the Bills Mafia?
Against the Bills Mafia, one of the top run stuffer defenses, man. This is what I'm saying. Like, Henderson, if you picked him up, man, whew,
you got sacked twice.
Still, the fact that you run bootlegs and you run little...
That's all you're going to basically run
cuties.
everything on. Like, yeah. You're going to get cute with that shit.
But once again, when Jared Goff rode Todd Gurley, Jared Goff is riding now Darrell Henderson.
Yeah.
And if once again, when he played in the gun position, what happened in the first play?
He's definitely gonna get his ass cheek clapped.
He got picked, man. Linebacker knew where he was going, and he was like, "Oh, okay, ball." Dude,
And didn't they have a chance to win the game?
they had a chance to win it, but hey,
What happened?
Little karma.
What happened?
They got a PI. This was Rams fans.
Alrighty then.
And this is me just hearing that
Oh, fucking tremendous.
little payback, motherfuckers.
I knew you were gonna like that one.
Yeah, a little payback. I completely
that
forgot
PI.
about that.
Man.
Yeah, but a little payback on that shit.
And once again, what did we? I mean, what I'm still riding high on Cooper Kupp, man.
Cooper Kupp is legit.
Told you.
Cooper Kupp is legit.
People call me crazy.
Cooper Kupp is legit.
Oh,
When you have someone like Robert Woods as an extra luxury, you can pick either one of them.
Yeah,
1A,
man.
1B.
Hey, but Robert Woods really did he deserve that extension? No. I'm gonna be honest, man. Look,
That extension, they're actually able to help him out, get Cooper Kupp more open.
yeah,
So it's like you give a little,
yeah.
so that way your other players can get better. And him commanding some of that attention helps it out for Cooper Kupp to become a little bit more open. So
But still,
maybe not as much,
yeah.
but hey.
But once again, Cooper Kupp. If Goff, if they had another quarterback,
Your stats
besides,
don't impress me also,
Yeah.
Goff. Not at all.
if they had another quarterback who was actually able to play not just from under center, Kupp will get the rock more. Why?
Yes, he would.
Because he is a guy that could run the routes and all this stuff. By the time you run the bootleg, who's open? Your tight end or your running back. It's never your wide receiver because your wide receiver's already down the field. But what's it called? Jared Goff isn't even looking that far ahead.
Because he's garbage.
So, yeah, man. And then towards the end, that's when Aaron Donald needs some help, man.
He's always needed help.
Dude, he wrecked the Bills almost, from having that major comeback. But like I said, Josh Allen, man, like he is a top 5 quarterback right now. I think it's Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, and then I think it's Lamar Jackson.
Oh.
That's how I see it right now until proven otherwise, So, but dude, Singletary, man, who would have thought that this guy was that elusive? Not me.
I thought he was going to lose the job to Moss.
I did too, man. But Singletary, he said, "You thought."
That's what you think. And anybody that's all riding on Singletary right now, you guys are probably like this right about now.
Oh, fucking tremendous.
Yeah, man. So Devin Singletary, he is the running back to beat out, man. Nobody else, I think, is gonna do that as of right now. And then, dude, Cole. Like before we head on out, man. Cole Beasley, dog.
Hot sauce.
House.
God, I miss him in Dallas.
Look, this is.
No. He wasn't ready.
That's what the defensive backs, they weren't ready for Beasley to save that game. Beasley saved it, man. If you watch that game, it was all Beasley in that last drive, man.
I miss hot sauce.
You gotta miss him, man. Dude, 6 receptions, 100 yards.
He knows exactly what to do.
Oh
I
man,
miss Beasley.
you miss him, huh?
Yeah, I miss him a lot. Come back.
Alrighty then.
But yeah, man, and I'm also happy to see Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs is emergent. Well,
We said that it was going to take time. We
Yeah.
did say that. And then John Brown is getting love too, but sadly he got hurt.
another player.
Hopefully he comes back. But other than that, man, they're set, man. Buffalo is going to win the division.
Buffalo owns that division. This time
they own it. This time they own it.
You learned that.
I'm right after 5 years. But all right, dudes, we'll be back and to finish wrapping up the segment, man.
Sounds good, man. We'll be right back.
Peace. dudes, we are back.
Back at it again.
Now we're gonna head over to Heinz Field,
Oh, God.
Houston. We have a problem,
We definitely do have a problem.
and we call that Bill O'Brien. Man, dude. Hey, what did we say about Ebron? He got some loving.
People are starting to believe, huh?
What? Yeah, man. Ebron mustered up one touchdown, I believe, around 50 yards and 5 receptions.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the little numbers I'm looking at, man. But yeah, dude, that's I don't know how people. I think people most than anything thought I was crazy.
Everybody thought I was crazy when I waited till literally the last round to get Ebron and most of my leagues because I knew I wasn't gonna get a top tier tight end. Mm-hmm. If I'm not getting Kelsey, I'm waiting to the very end of everything to get a tight end.
Yeah, and like I said, Eric Ebron, I pulled up the actual stats. It's 5 receptions, 52 yards, and 1 touchdown.
There you
go. Like I said. And I saw that touchdown. Like I watched that touchdown happen live. Ebron, man.
He still got it.
He got it. And then Juju Smith, he did his thing. You know, he wasn't explosive, but
Juju gonna Juju still.
yeah, he going to do, pick up 10 yards per reception. Not
But
bad.
the thing that's really surprised me, like how Claypool and Johnson over there are still like connecting over there. Like they got a good receiving core.
Yeah.
It's just
Claypool with the drops just a little bit.
and then
Just
what is
a
it?
little
Johnson got that head injury.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Like I said, and then Vance McDonald, man, I think he's taking a backseat to Eric Ebron, man.
Mm-hmm.
Which I thought wouldn't happen anytime soon, but it's looking like Ebron outshined him.
I think you're forgetting about somebody.
Who am I forgetting about?
How's my boy Dorito back doing?
Man, Dorito Bag ain't doing a dang thing.
How'd he do? Pull up the stat.
Well, with a depleted JJ Watt,
Doesn't matter.
of course. Where was he when he played Denver?
Tell me again. Let me hear the
he
stat.
wasn't there, right? Okay. Oh, he needs 18 carries for 109 yards and just 1 touchdown.
18 carries, 109 yards. I like that.
Just 1 touchdown. Though.
And 1 touchdown. That's
I'm
all right.
impressed.
That's all they need.
He's about to lose his job anyways.
To who?
Oh, we got Benny Snell. We got
Not
who
with
else?
those stats.
We got Anthony. Hey man, Benny is looking like he's a 3rd string right now, man. Ain't showing him no love. I don't know what he did to piss off Coach Tomlin over there. But hey man, Cheeseburger doing his thing. He's still getting back into the groove. 237 yards, man. 2 touchdowns, and
You don't have to do much when you have to ride Connor.
yeah, man. In that game, he didn't need to do a lot. I thought he was actually gonna blow out Houston. I really did. So I put him in my starting line, and I thought we'll get to Seattle right now. I thought Dak actually had a pretty bad game, all things considered, but he racked up more points than Cheeseburger. God knows how that happened. Deshaun Watson needs some help, man. He was looking like good old Deshaun until he realized I don't have Hopkins, and then. David Johnson, he was only there for the end zone, and that was it, man.
That's all you need him for.
Hey,
In fantasy football,
look,
that's all you need him for.
13 carries, 23 yards, 1 touchdown.
I'll take that, 1
average,
touchdown.
Average 1.8. Is that what won you the game?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah.
During the breaks, I will post up about how much he lost.
I lost.
This was it.
What's wrong with you, bro? What the heck? You tripping, bro? You tripping?
Yeah, at the end of the
was
game,
it.
yeah, that was me.
Oh,
that was
man.
definitely me.
But yeah, there's not much else we can say about that game. It was, to be honest, man, it was kind of boring. That game
That's
was,
why I didn't.
Yeah, that game was pretty boring. Like I said, if Deshaun would have mustered up one more touchdown, one more hoorah, could have been a game,
But he
once again, he has Fuller, didn't do nothing. Cooks, it's looking like a horrible trade right now.
he's going to learn.
Your boy was putting in some work, man. Randall Cobb, man. Hey, all things considered, you got to give it to him, man. With these crappy receivers that they got going on over there at Houston.
I don't know no Randall Cobb.
You know Randall
I
Cobb.
don't know nothing.
The journey,
only,
man.
Only Cobb that I know is a Cobb salad.
Oh,
and even
shit.
then, I'll throw that in the trash.
This is
Garbage.
this is you right now.
Garbage. He's garbage.
But yeah, man, we're not gonna stay much on that game. It was pretty boring. Same old. James Conner, he's gonna do his thing if you got him on your squad. Cheeseburgers are very great backup to have. Juju is gonna come into his own. And if Ebron is available and you don't have that backup tight end,
It's nice to have an Ebron right there.
pick him up. You know, he's against teams who don't have linebackers in good coverage and zone, he's going to have his way. And he's showing it. And once again, it all started off with just one pass, which I said in the first game. So now heading over quickly to my Denver Broncos, man. Hey, look, listen, man. I don't even know what to say much about my Denver
I'll let you
Broncos.
take over after.
Our down tackle, Jarrell Casey, out for the season, went to IR with a torn muscle. Bicep, I believe it was so. Yeah, man. And then we have Derek Delane Walker as well, one of our premier pass rushers that was supposed to be something. He's on IR too. Dude, and then, you know, we actually got to put in Brett Rippon in. So, but the thing that Brett Rippon did well, that what was his name again? Driscoll didn't do well.
Yeah,
is he couldn't pick up the dang blitz, bro. That's what annoyed me. Do you want to know how they literally put a DB or a linebacker on the outskirts and literally had him camouflaged next to the pass rusher, and Driscoll couldn't pick it up, man. That's Driscoll's problem. He could not read the blitz, and then everybody was like, "Oh, the O-line is trash. Oh, the O-line is trash." No, dude. If you can't call out Mike, if you can't call out the blitzer, how do you expect for your O-line to shift that protection cover over? You can't, and you're gonna get blown up.
Oh yeah, and I love seeing that because I love seeing people get taxed.
Oh, he got taxed, and look,
I want to see you get taxed.
And
again,
and Brett Rippon, once again, he came out of. I think he's a rookie. You know, he was on our practice squad. He actually did better. He called out the blitzes. He called out Mike. He called out the DBs. He called out everything. Ultimately, at the end, he got picked in the end zone. But the upside is, our problem is not the O-line. At the end of the day, our problem is that Driscoll cannot pick up the blitz.
Just wait till Drew Lock comes back.
So, hey, Thursday Night Football, what I'm watching for is that number one pick, baby.
And you guys better lose to them Jete Jets.
Hey, if we lose to Jete, you guys heard it here. I ain't even mad. Why? Because I'm looking forward to having a top pick.
No.
Hey, you
got your quarterback for the future. You're good.
A lot of people say, "Oh, why you give up on Drew Lock?" Look, man, we have to be realistic. Drew Lock has been out with 2 injuries back-to-back seasons. If that's not a recipe for disaster, I don't know what is.
I hope you guys take around.
Well, who was dang it, this guy, I forgot he was with the Rams, Sam Bradford.
I remember him.
You remember him? Everybody said, "Oh, give him time, be patient."
Garbage.
Dude, that man kept getting injured.
Garbage.
Hey, look, Drew Lock has it, but the man, there's just something about it where I'm just kind of like, if you come back and you get hurt again and you don't perform, it ain't that, Chief. You know, we got a bunch of stud wide receivers, especially with KJ Hamler, Sutton, Noah Fant, Judy.
Noah Fant, the truth.
Yeah. Judy, once again, I believe he was the third best wide receiver taken. He shouldn't have been number 2. Obviously, we solidified already that we think Justin Jefferson was number 1. Brandon Ayuk was number 2, and Judy was number 3, followed with Ruggs, number 4. CeeDee Lamb does not even touch my top 5.
Neither does mine.
But we'll get to that later. And then Tom Brady, man. Hey, look, Tom, bruh. I'm not saying wish injury upon anybody, but dang, does it feel good to get Mike Evans the ball? I got him on my fantasy football team. So.
Oh, there you go.
So once Godwin went down, I was like, hey, because it was, you know what? I didn't think they were going to have that chemistry, Tombra and Godwin, man. But it was kind of looking like they got a little sauce going on.
Maybe it just took that one time when Tom Brady went off on him.
Yeah. Maybe.
Not finishing his route.
And then I don't know if you guys heard post-game where Gronkowski said, oh, man, I was a blocking tight end. I wasn't even supposed to do my catching. So it just shows that they have a time frame for every player. So that's what I'm saying. I'm going to give, maybe, you know what? You guys are right. Maybe I did reach in the top 5 for Leonard Fournette, but he will definitely come to his own. I still got a good feeling about playoff time. Look, JoJo ain't doing nothing, man. Hey, let's be honest. JoJo ain't doing nothing. That bye week is going to help out everybody. Mike Evans is going to be a red zone threat, I believe, come playoff time. Gronkowski looking like a little bit like Gronk, man. A little bit like Gronk. And what did we say? Week 8, right?
Give him his time to get his feet under
Yeah.
himself, and then
Once week 8 comes around, we could see maybe not prime Gronk, but even above average Gronk is better than most of these tight ends out here. So Howard, I think he's in the shadows now, right? OJ.
and then do they still have Cameron Braid over there? Like I said, I knew one of them three was going to be odd man out. I just don't know if it's Cameron Braid or if it's OJ Howard.
Cameron Brady is odd man out. Howard isn't even getting any love.
Yeah.
You know, they're trying to. What the problem with trying to, what some people try to do with veteran quarterbacks, man, and it kind of annoys me a little bit, especially when you're one of the greatest to ever do it, is try to fit them into this weird system, kind of like with Peyton Manning and the Kubiak system. Kubiak wanted Peyton Manning to roll from under center, but Peyton Manning, he's the sheriff, man. You know, he always ran the gun. He ran, and they tried to run the pistol one time, but it looked very weird when in a Manning offense. Ultimately, they won the Super Bowl. Ultimately,
Because Manning said, "Fuck your play, I'm going to do it my way."
exactly. And I think Tom Brady should eventually, and he eventually will win over the coach.
No, eventually he should already say, "Fuck your play, I'm going to do it my way."
He should, but obviously we know that will cause division in the locker room, and that's just
Why? He won.
Hey, I don't know. Maybe Tom Brady has that power. I mean, obviously we see that players talk. Who
That's why
wouldn't
That's
talk
why they
high
paid him
about
that
it?
much.
So yeah, man, I would, if Tom Brady does a little old, let me go talk to Daddy, go talk to the GM and the owner, kind of like he did over there in Foxborough, he could do it. So,
We'll see.
but now going on, are we missing any other games?
Indy.
Oh, Jonathan Taylor, rip the Jets a new one, bro. If I'm correct, yeah, he 36-7, man. 36 to freaking 7, bro. I mean, Jonathan Taylor didn't have to do much because they were showing a lot of love, but still, man, 13 carries, 59 yards, and 1 touchdown. He averaged about 5 yards per carry. Still,
From what I'm reading, if I'm looking at stats and everything, how's Ty doing over there? Because it doesn't seem like
hey, man,
they're
I
going
watched
too
it.
often to him. They're going more to their tight end.
I watched that game, and Ty is still Ty, but see, the thing is, he has to ask for a trade, man.
Where's he gonna go?
I have no idea, but like I said, we have a lot of teams that still need a number 2. Green Bay,
Would be perfect.
Green Bay. Who else did we talk about that needs one? Baltimore needs a wide receiver.
New England,
New England needs a wide receiver. A lot of these teams need wide receivers, but
Carolina.
So, but enough of that. Like I said, there's nothing impressive here. Obviously, the Jets are tanking. They're gonna get rid of Adam Gase.
Thank God.
Bitter old man. So we're going to go now to the top 3 games that were very luxurious, and hopefully we have enough time to get through all of these very quickly, but we'll start first with Green Bay versus New Orleans.
Tiene que ser.
Tiene que ser.
Yeah.
Dude, this is why I personally think that Aaron Rodgers is right now top candidate for MVP, man. He did it with Lazard. He did it with just Jones being the main target in the backfield. Hey, man. And he managed to beat a pretty decent New Orleans Saints defense.
My perception from what I saw in the whole game is I wasn't impressed with New Orleans, not even one bit.
That was a lot. It was a lot of checkdowns. You're right.
You're basically saying, "Here you go, Kamara. Here you go, Kamara. You do everything." This isn't the Breezy of old. This is Breezy in his twilight. And yeah, I get it. Everybody faces that. Father Time finally is coming for Breezy. Much as I hate to say it, it's time for Breezy to let go of the reins. And maybe a lot of people are going to probably hate on this, but it might be time for Jameis Winston to take over.
Hey, I wouldn't be opposed to the man, especially because there's a reason why they signed Winston.
There's a reason, exactly.
You don't just sign a guy after you paid Taysom Hill all that money.
Yeah.
And obviously, I think Taysom Hill is in the doghouse because he did cost the Saints that game with that fumble.
One play, yeah.
Yeah,
Probably
one
did
play. Yeah.
It's always it could be one play that it wins or lose a game. Could be, yeah.
And that's why we preach that even the drop pass, man, that is crucial when it comes to the NFL. This is not college where you can be like, oh, we're down and we can come back and it'll be a 50-40 score game. No, in pros, man, every detail counts, and this is what made Peyton Manning great. This is what makes Tom Brady great. This is what had made Drew Brees great.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's those little mistakes, and I would, and Taysom Hill really didn't show me a lot when he was in there in that formation. You know, for me to be like, this is probably the quarterback. You know, I was like, let me see what Jameis does. So
well, we know what Jameis does, and it's quite frankly exactly what I've had with private conversations with my other friends that we talk about football, and he has the same mentality as Phillip Rivers.
Yeah,
he's just going to sling the ball and doesn't care. That's why he's Mr. 30 for 30.
Yeah, and I think it would be perfect, especially with Latavius Murray and we'll talk about Kamara right now, but I still want to stick to the Green Bay side. Obviously Green Bay was without their down tackle in that game. They were pretty beat up, but they still had their secondary out there. So but yeah, Aaron Rodgers, 21 completions out of 32 attempts, 283 yards, and then 3 touchdowns.
And many of Devontae Adams?
No, Devontae Adams.
That too.
And he did it with Alan Lazard, Robert, Torian?
And Marcus Valdez Marcus well, you guys know Marcus Valdez.
And Aaron Jones.
Yeah.
So, dude, Alan Lazard, I did say that he was probably one of the guys that could step up, even though he was a no-name. And he stepped up. And
he definitely stepped up.
And
for the people that aren't really Green Bay fans or anything, won't know, but Alan Lazard is actually a legit player.
Yeah, and I said he was very young. He's a very young guy. And
he's hungry.
I think he was actually in the COVID list, but he might have retracted that.
He's hungry.
Yeah, so
he's ready.
And he's a very tall man. So Alan Lazard, I still think Green Bay needs one more wide receiver to make them a very deadly offense. But Lazard will get it done as a number 2. He's shown it, especially with Jenkins back there and all the pieces that New Orleans had. Obviously, once again, we say they're not that impressive, but they could still hold a couple receivers, especially of Lazard's caliber.
They should have. They should have been able to hold them in.
But they didn't, man. 6 receptions, 146 yards. That means he averaged about 25 yards per reception and 1 touchdown. That is crazy numbers, bro. And you can't tell me that another quarterback could have gotten this done besides Russell Wilson.
And everybody thought we were crazy when we were this high about Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers is a bad man. I'm telling you, he's getting comfortable. He's getting his swagger back.
The revenge tour is pumping on strong, bro.
And this was people.
No. No. He wasn't ready.
People were not ready for the bad man himself to come out.
Yep.
So Green Bay. Dude, I still think it's going to be Green Bay versus Seattle in that NFC battle.
I have a strong feeling that's
very strong feeling.
As well.
New Orleans will give the run for the money for some teams, because when you have Michael Thomas, and then now we're going over to the New Orleans Saints. We already talked about the defense. They need to work out some kinks a little bit there still too. Their DBs, not their safeties, their linebackers, their pass rushers, they're fine, but their DBs, they need some rescuing back there. So. But Alvin Kamara, man.
That's your personal check down, dude. There's no ands, if, or buts about anything right there. Your offense now is all completely solely relied on just a check down or a screen.
Yeah, man. And, I mean, I got to give it to him. We talk smack about the Kamara, but just right now, I'm going to give him props just for what he's done right now. We need to see him be consistent now. He's come out back-to-back games with impressive numbers. But now, can you keep doing this? With Michael Thomas being back, he may actually continue, man.
Thank God Michael Thomas is coming back. They might actually be high octane now.
Yeah, I like I said, I think, if Drew Brees continues to be Mr. Checkdown, it's time to pull the trigger. Just
it's time.
It's time, man. It may be sad for some people to hear. You never want to pull, a Hall of Famer, of course, but sometimes you got to do it. They did it with Peyton Manning when he struggled in their Super Bowl run.
Yep.
They pulled him out. I didn't like the decision, but Brock Osweiler came in. I know. That's a funny name. And yeah, man, so we're going to leave it at that. The highlight is Alvin Kamara. If Latavius Murray is available in your league, I say you pick him up. Emmanuel Sanders still didn't do nothing, and I'm pretty sure Alan Lazard is out there in a couple leagues, so he'll be a pretty good player, if he continues this route, especially with Adams when he comes back.
Oh, it's gonna happen because Adams is gonna definitely open up that game for sure.
obviously, like we said, now that is open, now let's move on quickly over to your boys.
Tiene que ser.
Oh man, dude. So Dallas, dude. Dude, see, we got to give Seattle credit for having a really good run stuff defense.
They completely shut down Zeke right there.
They shut him down.
It was amazing. I got to give it up to the Seattle defense on that.
It was amazing, and that their passing unit is suspicious, especially with Jamal Adams now being dinged up a little bit.
What was Dak for 40 something for?
Oh yeah, dude. Dak was 37. Dude, this is why you don't win games. He attempted 57 passes. You're asking a lot.
They're gonna be like, oh, what's his stat? 472 yards,
472 yards exactly. 3 touchdowns and 2 interceptions.
Oh,
but,
you got to hear the 2 interceptions.
But watching the game, you guys missed Smith, your tackle. Dak was getting blown up on the left side of the field. This is what a lot of people don't understand. Dak did, dude. I mean, I don't think Dak is worth that $45 million.
He isn't.
But
that just proved it.
But he,
when it was clutch, where was he?
Yeah, I mean, he did what he could, but
he's a stat pattern. In my opinion, he's a stat pattern.
Yeah, man. I mean, let's see what's gonna happen. I mean, you guys obviously have a couple teams coming up that you could probably whoop now, because obviously you got to give it to Seattle too, man. Like you said, they have an MVP over there.
He should be the front runner for the MVP right now, Mr. Russell Wilson.
I say it's so tight, bro. Just because Wilson has Metcalf, which we say is coming to his own now. We have Lockett over there. So that's why I kind of give a slight advantage over to Aaron Rodgers. Just slightly, though. Slightly. Not a whole lot, but just a little bit. But, man, Mr. Wilson did his thing, man. Let me see if I could pull up the stats for him. Yeah, 27 completions out of 40 attempts, 315 yards, and 5 touchdowns.
3 to Lockett.
Yep. 3 to Lockett. And then was it 1 or 2 to? Oh no, just 1 to Metcalf.
Should have been 2.
But once again,
stupid ass Metcalf. But he learned a lesson.
Oh yeah,
he definitely gonna learn a lesson off that one.
Metcalf learned his lesson. Dude. Once again, Diggs. What the one props I will give to Diggs is he doesn't give up on a play.
Okay, I'll give you that.
He's a rookie, and once again, like I said, your whole backfield, man. I don't know who these guys are. I didn't even bother researching them, but it was number 23 and number 28 that gave up that last touchdown over to Metcalf. It was. I know it was one of your safeties, and it was one of your DBs. They take the blame for that one, but also like you're right. Diggs is, what was he, a first round pick, second round pick? You got to give it to, he has to take a little bit of accountability as well, but he's learning the game, and he is definitely going to be a guy on your team that, honestly, man, he's better than Byron Jones.
Yeah.
You guys let him go, Byron Jones. He is way better, and he's a rookie, so that's one upside I will give him props on. And then Chris Carson obviously got hurt. They saying that he's good to go soon, but once you get dinged up once, man, the defense knows where to get you.
And the bad thing about that, when they rolled, what they did is they did the alligator roll.
Yep.
Yeah, that
was kind of dirty, man.
Yeah, that was kind of dirty.
You can't lie about that one.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's kind of dirty.
Dallas, you guys need to start recruiting some backfield help. Earl Thomas is still out there. I don't know what.
Supposedly, the rumor is that they're talking again, but
they should. I mean, they should take it, man. There's no ifs and buts and whens. You need help. Your linebackers are not getting the job done. Your pass rushers are getting the job done. Mm-hmm. Your one corner cannot roam with everybody out there, especially when you got 2 of the best wide receiver duos.
I think they might be the best wide receiver duo right there in the NFL.
Exactly. And then Greg Olsen doing a little bit of his thing.
Greg Olsen, for being that old, he's still definitely reliable over there.
Yep. All right, now, before we got to go, I think we got like 3 minutes or so. Lamar Jackson, man, this is why I think he's top 5 right now. He'll get his thing done, but when it comes to primetime, bro, he can't do it. Lamar cracks in that night. I thought it was Mahomes. But Lamar Jackson,
hold on,
man.
Before.
Tiene que ser.
Okay. What'd you say about Mr. Mahomes?
I still don't think he's great, especially when you have a bunch of wide receivers to complement you.
Okay,
Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, and then you got
that's
a new
system that was all completely
built. And we said it. Andy Reid is that good coach, and Mahomes just elevated that
because
playbook
he's
that
that
Andy Reid
good.
had.
He is that good.
I don't know, man.
And for you to think that he could choke out on anything like that, he came back last year in all the playoffs. He came back. He was down 20-10 in the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl, the biggest and brightest game to come about.
So
This was a game that everybody had penciled as a marquee matchup. And you know what he did? He shredded them.
So you're gonna tell me that Chris Jones had nothing to do with that game? You're gonna tell me that defense had nothing to do with that game? No, that's what it is.
Kansas City Chiefs unit played a perfect game
Exactly.
against Baltimore Ravens, but that's also including Mahomes.
Yeah.
So anybody that thinks that Mahomes can choke or anything, no. Mahomes is going to do his thing and make sure no matter what, he'll always have his team in play to win the game.
Like I said, last year when Tyreek Hill went out, we saw Mahomes struggle. Let's call it for what it is, man.
Did he still win?
Barely. He barely beat a couple teams. Barely, you know. But
What's the saying goes?
But that's just telling me. That's just telling. I'm not taking anything away from a win, but at the end of the day, man, if let's say Kelsey goes down, let's say Hill goes down, I'm not gonna call him the GOAT because obviously we've seen what Tom Brady has done with much lesser.
Of course.
Exactly, and much less talent. Brady does not have the arm that Mahomes has, or none of that. You know, it's being at the right place at the right time, but his kicker managed to win him the game against the Chargers.
Last week, but this week was what?
This week was Baltimore, but we said it. I said it. Lamar Jackson lost that game because 3-and-outs. They had like 5 to 6 3-and-outs back to back to back to back. You think that defense is going to get any break?
It is very unheard to hear Lamar Jackson go under 100 yards.
Yeah.
He didn't have 100 yards in that whole game.
15 completions, 28 attempts, 97 yards, 3.5, 1 touchdown. And he ran for 9 carries and 83 yards only. Come on, man. So
the defense came to play. They came to play.
The saying goes.
Like everybody says, you have that one game that you circle. Does not matter who it is. Just like in fantasy, everybody has that one game they don't want to lose.
Exactly.
I have that one game in my fantasy squad. I'm not going to say who it is. This person knows who it is, though. And a couple people in my conversation know exactly who I'm talking about.
But in the beginning of the game, you saw the Baltimore Ravens were having their way with the Chiefs offense.
They were.
But like I said.
But once they get their groove?
It's not even that, bro. It's that Lamar kept putting their defense out there. Like you really think that all the time that they're going to be energetic, like, oh yeah, I want to go back out after a 3-and-out.
Wouldn't the defense want to go out there and shred fucking Mahomes?
Make
them choke, like you say.
When you're out there for basically you're out there for 30 minutes more longer than the offense, man. Look, what did Ingram do?
Fuck Ingram, he needs to go.
7 carries, 30 yards.
Garbage,
dude. Gus Edwards had 4 carries and 39 yards. Look, at the end of the day, Baltimore lost that game. Lamar needed to step up. He didn't. And, you know, he said that he was looking for that Mahomes bag, that Mahomes outline. It ain't it, Chief. I take Deshaun over you. At least for this game. At least Deshaun teased me a little bit, you know? Last year, he teased me a little bit.
Not at all.
But like I said, Lamar Jackson, he did it. He does his thing when it's not prime time. So that's why I think he's top 5 right now. I need to see Allen on prime time, you know, to see if he fumbles, if he chokes or whatever. But for now, my list goes Russell Rodgers, hand in hand. Mahomes, I'm still giving him his props. Mahomes at number 3, number 4, Allen, and then number 5, Lamar Jackson. So that's my thing.
I'd probably sub out Dak. I'll throw Dak in there just because he's a stat pattern.
For who?
For fantasy. For Allen.
For Allen?
Yeah. And I'll probably go Russell, Rodgers, Mahomes, Lamar,
yeah,
Dak.
Yeah, there's nothing I'm taking away from.
Yeah, but it could be. You can take out Dak and put in Allen also to top 5. I mean,
yeah, because Allen is doing his thing. But yeah, dude, that's our recap quickly for week number 2 and
3.
Oh, 3. My bad. I'm so far behind. But hopefully we'll probably have back-to-back videos also with giving our quick predictions. It may not be this setup and our camera ran out of memory, but we'll put our picture.
Definitely.
But yeah, so we'll be doing little things here and there. Like I said, we're still trying to adjust, trying to get used to our first, official
full setup
of being here. But thank you guys once again.
Thank you guys so much once again. Like we say, keep talking to us out there on Instagram, on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, wherever you guys hear us. Mm-hmm. Thank you. We appreciate the love. Talk to us. We talk back. And by by all accounts, love y'all.
Love y'all, man. All right, appreciate it. Peace.
Peace.